Chapter 1. Point 6. The Mirror Inn. The sound of rain is lighter here, a constant rhythmic tapping against a glass skylight. Miss Elena Vance didn't believe in coincidences. In Veridian, a coincidence was just a pattern you hadn't deciphered yet. The sound of slow, deliberate crunch of glass under a boot. She stood in the aftermath of a Syndicate arms deal gone wrong. Or rather, gone too right. 6 guards lay neutralized, but not by her hand. She moved through the warehouse, her eyes scanning for the familiar signatures of combat. What she found chilled her. The first guard hadn't been bludgeoned, he had been dropped by a single surgical strike to the brachial plexus. The second was pinned by his own weight against a crate, his arm locked at a precise 45-degree angle. It was her own language, spoken by a stranger. She heard a low, melodic baritone, calm, intellectual, and completely devoid of emotion. "You're late, Detective." Elena didn't look up immediately. She calculated the trajectory of the voice, the echo against the steel beams. By the time she raised her gaze, he was already descending, not with a drop, but a controlled, feline glide. He wore a tailored suit of charcoal gray, reinforced with ballistic silk that didn't ripple when he moved. A matte black visor obscured his eyes. He wasn't looking at her face. He was looking at her stance, her center of gravity, the slight tension in her right index finger. He wasn't just a fighter. He was an architect of violence. The Auditor. The Syndicate calls me their corrector. I prefer the Auditor. I'm here to balance the books you've been disrupting. A sudden, sharp whoosh of air as a body moves at high speed. He didn't attack with a roar. He attacked with a whisper. He moved in a series of jagged, non-linear bursts. Every time Elena predicted a strike, he was already pivoting into her blind spot, using her own tactical geometry against her. For the first time in her career, Elena felt the cold sweat of being red. The sound of a heavy thud as a palm strikes a shoulder, followed by the slide of boots on concrete. He caught her glass pivot mid-rotation, his palm meeting her shoulder with just enough force to neutralize her momentum. He didn't follow through with a kill shot. He simply stepped back. The Auditor. A hint of a cold smile in his voice. "Your patterns are exquisite, Vance, but you're still playing by the city's rules. I've written my own." A sudden pressurized hiss of a smoke canister, the sound of thick clouds expanding. By the time the gray veil